What up? Welcome to episode. Haha, just kidding. It's a spotlight. Haven't done these in a while, so I'm happy you're actually here to tune in for this one. We have a wonderful guest for this one. One that I could say cares. And I'll let her go ahead and introduce herself.
Hey cousins, happy Juneteenth.
Woo!
We black.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm the founder of Alive Essentials. Alive Essentials is a luxury skin and home care brand, and I've been running it since 2019.
Oh.
Yeah. It's this way. What's good?
Okay.
I seen you looking this way, so I'm like,
I know,
let
my
me look
bad.
this
That's why I was
way.
like, wait, no. But yeah.
Yeah, so happy to be here.
All right. And in this spotlight, we're going to do some self-care activities that should go kind of along with Arlaya's brand here. We'll do some drawing and coloring, and also some good old face masks as well. And of course, in the middle of all that, we're going to ask some silly Billy questions as we normally do on the show. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get into it.
Let's lock in.
Did you say you were going to draw this koala or no?
I'm not drawing that koala.
That's crazy.
That's like 3 hours of sketching.
Boom.
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
saying, like that's some real self-care right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw this.
I low-key want to draw this koala now.
I'm gonna draw this on the back of a Crayola box. It's the sunshine.
There we go.
A little, I would say, hill and some clouds. So
There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw that.
See above the horizon.
Yeah,
I see
very
it
much
for
that.
sure. And I guess low-key, I did start my drawing a little early too. I didn't know what it was going to be. Now I know what I wanted to make it to be. Just low-key a shout out to the Twitch for the game I've been trying to play for a little bit, which is one of my versions of self-care.
Okay.
But it's, have you ever seen on the internet, man, I love going home after a 9-hour shift to a game that will make me completely rage?
I can say yeah. The Sims, right?
The
Sims is my game.
It makes you mad?
Oh no, it doesn't make me mad. It makes me unmad. It makes
Got
me
you.
happy and whole. Yeah.
Yeah. Got you. Oh, okay.
Yeah. After a rough day.
Right.
Yeah.
This one, it gets rougher. It's
Okay.
called a crab's treasure or something. Another
okay.
treasure. I can't remember. I'll fix that later. Maybe I don't know.
Tell me more. What is this game about?
It's literally like a Souls-like roguelike game.
Okay.
You fight big bosses, and you're this tiny crab named Krill.
Okay.
He just wants to get his shell back, and you use trash that's in the sea as like your weapons and defenses.
Oh, like plastic and things.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to draw him. I kind of got
Okay.
his little helmet going.
Cute.
Yeah, so we're
That's
gonna
pretty
try to
fire.
do everything, yeah.
All right, dope.
And I guess, well, dang, you already said that your game is Sims. What's so good about Sims?
Everything, right? Like to be a god. JK.
To be a god.
Kidding.
Wow.
No, I like The Sims because first of all, I grew up playing Star Dolls.
Okay.
If the girlies are out there, if y'all watching this, y'all know what Star Dolls is. So that's
I
like a
don't.
dress-up game, right? On the
Oh.
computer, early 2000s. You can style them, dress up your star dolls.
Ooh.
And so The Sims honestly was my fashion outlet for like the, I guess, realism games. So yeah, you can like style them, you can add mods and things like that. Love doing their hair, their makeup, all of that good stuff. So, I mean, yeah, that's why I love The Sims and also the architecture, right? So you can build those houses.
True.
Yep, I love building the houses.
Okay.
Sometime I'll download a house from like the gallery because
Oh, wow.
yeah, I'm like, I'm not about to do all of that right now. I just want to play. Right. So
He said this one just fits. We gotta
listen,
go.
okay? So I'm definitely a player, right? So I like to play rather than building. And so that's like a whole thing in the Sims community, right?
You
It's
got
play
players
versus
and
build.
builders. Okay,
So
okay.
there's a lot of riffraff with that. So with the new Sims coming out,
Riffraff?
very much a lot of that. Yeah, with the new Sims dropping, some people are like, they better add more stories because honestly, the stories are very trash now. Like Sims 4,
Oh, wow.
they're lacking on the storyline than
You
they
feel
are.
very passionate about
I
this.
am. I know a lot about that game. Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't had time to play in a while, but still love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's a founder, so she doesn't have much time.
Right, working.
Yeah.
And
Building
I
her
guess,
brand.
well, what other kinds of self-care would you say you like to do?
Oh, I like to do a lot, honestly. Meditation, yoga.
Yoga.
I feel like fitness is a form of like wellness to me.
Okay.
Right? So I like Pilates. I like going to the gym. Like I like
The
doing
Pilates where you be like shaking.
we be on a machine. I don't be shaking, but yeah.
Oh, you said you got it. Word.
Yeah, she's strong. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, I like to do that. What else? Cooking. Cooking is
Ooh.
very therapeutic. So
That's
I
definitely
really
good.
enjoy cooking a lot.
For the soul.
Yeah, I can just like spend hours in the kitchen and have a really great time. Lock in if you like to cook. Follow me on TikTok. I like to cook on there. Well, yeah. Is there anything like you struggle with when it comes to self-care for yourself?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I initially wanted to say yeah. It's probably a lot of things. Honestly, just kind of doing it. Half
Yeah,
the time.
yeah. Being
I'm actually-
consistent.
Yeah, and making time for it. Is definitely some of them. And I
Mm.
think I don't know. It's real easy to just like go home, and just go to sleep.
Very easy. Very easy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. To take a
Like,
nap.
and just be out. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel that for sure.
Sometimes that's definitely the vibe too. I know I said I wanted to make krill, but this guy's kind of giving me Squidward vibes right now. He's supposed to be a crab, but I
Oh
think
yeah, he's
gonna
definitely
be
giving
a-
jellyfish.
Yeah. Ooh, jellyfish. That's
Yeah,
good.
but like a strong jellyfish,
I know,
like
the
a
helmet
jellyfish with
is
armor
tough.
is wild. Yeah.
The helmet is
Okay, well
tough.
maybe that's a new battle player right there.
Listen, he gonna need it.
Yeah. But I agree. I struggle with consistency as well, and then I don't know. I feel like that's how I always end up overwhelmed. Like I'm like, dang girl, you know you could have just meditated for 5 minutes and you would have
Right.
been straight, but you
Journal
said
for a little bit.
exactly.
You know what I'm
Instead,
saying?
I chose to doom scroll
Freak out.
and do other things.
Right.
Right. I chose to do laundry when I could have just meditated for 5 minutes.
I feel it.
Yeah. So felt.
All right. There's gonna be a weird looking jellyfish Squidward dude.
I feel like I
gonna
always
work.
struggle with drawing a sun. It's never been my strong
The
suit.
sun?
Yeah.
What?
It's never been my strong
That's
suit.
like my favorite part. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I'm like, this looks a hot mess, but
It's supposed to be
maybe when I
hot.
add color,
Is it not supposed to be hot?
it is supposed to be hot, but not a mess. So
Oh, it's not a mess.
I'm gonna add color, and that's probably gonna give it a little pizzazz. Yeah.
Huh.
It's giving abstract sun. Okay, it's giving cute a little
Wow,
bit.
this is a pretty
Yeah, we getting
picture.
started. It's a
Perfect
little
right now.
sketch.
Sheesh.
It's kind of light. I'm pretty sure you can't see
That's
because it's a
hard.
rough sketch. Well, thank you. It's a little rough sketch, so we're going somewhere. We're getting places.
And I guess I'll show mine real quick. I'm not sure how we got to the tentacle man.
That's a
but
fire jellyfish. You
Hey.
ate that. I'm not
Hey.
gonna lie.
Eat it up. Another form of, or we can say like another game
Okay.
that people may sometimes like to do for self-care, like puzzles.
Oh my gosh, Legos.
Really?
I love Legos.
Really?
That's my jam. Yeah.
Okay, then this question is actually pretty perfect then. I think, maybe I saw this on the internet, but it was like, if you had to do like a 5,000 piece puzzle versus a 5,000 Lego set.
Easy. Yeah.
Still?
Yeah, it's easy.
Really?
It's easy for me to say Legos.
What could you be building
I'm not about
with
to
5,000?
do no. I'm not about to search for corners and side pieces. With how many
side
pieces did you say
pieces.
again?
5,000.
No, I'm not doing that. I'd rather put together a Lego for sure. I just feel like, I don't know. I wanted to like puzzles so bad. Like picture puzzle. I wanted to so bad. It just never worked for me. I'm like, this is too much and you're stressing me out. It's not self-care anymore. Like,
Dang.
yeah. I feel like puzzles are menace, but Legos, it's a different bag.
Wow. I don't think
Yeah.
I would do either.
I find stress in puzzles, but
I mean, I feel like, I feel you on the stress part. I do. But at the same time, it's
I
kind
feel
of...
pressured. Like,
It's kind of rewarding though. Once you got that big old picture,
that's how I feel with Legos. Yeah, I'm like, I feel rewarded now that I finished this.
I feel like I need more stuff. I just kind of have a tie. It doesn't even look like a tie.
Let me see.
You know?
Oh yeah,
A
I
little
mean,
kind of suited, or like a drove or
purple
something.
for his armor, right? You can play around with the armor, give it some pattern and
Ooh,
decor.
there we go. Maybe
Yeah,
give
give it some
scales or
pattern.
something.
Oh, this is blue. I need green.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. You said you were cooking. Well, what kind of stuff do you like to make?
I like to make everything. I'm very experimental when it comes to the kitchen. I'm the type of person that make my own sauce.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I like to play around in the kitchen. So I don't really have a
Nice. Skirt?
favorite, But I do like the salmon bakes.
Ooh.
Or the sushi bake. Yeah,
Ooh.
the sushi salmon bake.
Okay,
That's pretty good.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like the seaweed chips with the white rice, and you can like make some salmon and use like sriracha mayo.
Okay,
Yeah, it's pretty
cooking
good.
channel coming soon.
Yeah. Listen, I told you I'll be posting the recipes on TikTok now. I'm posting on there. But yeah, I'm not as consistent with that. I rather just have fun cooking and not always record my content. But sometimes I'll go live on TikTok, and they'll keep me entertained while I'm cooking for sure. They are hilarious on TikTok Live. Like it's so funny.
What's the funniest, craziest moment?
Somebody said it was something referring to me as a snack. Like they were like, "Are you the only snack in the kitchen or something?" I'm like, "Wait, what?" Just let me cook. Let me cook. What are you talking about? They get right.
God.
That is such a menace comment, but yeah, I was like, wow. But they say some really crazy things on there, and I just find enjoying it because it's hilarious. So yeah, I just love to laugh. So
You could definitely fit a koala in there.
I'll try.
Maybe I'll draw another koala. Give him a armor.
My koala just gonna be sitting on a hill.
Yeah.
All right, he doesn't have feet, so I'm gonna have to make him hide behind the hill.
There you go. See, artist for real.
I mean, she had a drawing class in college. I took studio art, so you know.
Ooh.
She knows a little something. She knows a little something. Okay. What's that in the corner?
That's some doodles, I'll be honest.
Okay. You said that's a pre-sketch?
I'm doing whatever.
Okay.
I had to get it flowing. Yeah. I think I'll be back for this part, though.
Okay.
But for now, for the drawing, I'm definitely out. You please can continue. I don't know who will be next.
Is someone going to continue to add to your picture?
That'd be interesting.
Are you doing like Pictionary telephone?
Dude, maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Add to. I got a name, bro. I'm actually.
Don't write his name.
Well, can I sign me? On here?
Sure.
Really like secret.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Wait. I want to show him real quick. Bleh.
Ate
See?
that.
Look good, don't it?
Do we have to reintroduce ourselves here?
You don't, but I gotta introduce myself. What's the deal? Y'all know it's Ben. I was gonna say Ben doesn't game. Look at that. I really do be streaming, boy. All right, it's Benjamin Lane. I gotta have like a separate name for my spotlights. I'll next time. All right, so I want to get into your business a little bit. I'm gonna see what's working with what Troy was
what can you add?
laying down here. I don't know. I'm thinking dolphin first. We'll start with a dolphin.
Come on, sea animals.
You know, all right. So let's see what we can do here. All right. So yes, business. This is correct me. It's Alive Essentials.
That's right.
Okay. So what's like the genesis, so to speak, of said business? Like, what was the inspiration behind starting something like directly related to facial care, self-care, skin care, all of that?
Yeah, so here's my origin story.
Okay.
I was working on an on-campus job at Michigan State University. Go green. Okay, if you go green.
I guess. Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I was working at the front desk and I was doing this training. And so there was a lot of information about like chemical preservatives and like, different things we absorb over time in like buildings and then with like our everyday skincare use.
Okay.
Or everyday products that we buy. So it was one note that I really took away, and it said 60% of what we put on our skin is absorbed into our bloodstream. And I was like,
that's
no way.
Terrifying.
That's very terrifying. I was like, no way.
The heck?
So I had to do my own research. I spent the summer doing research on that. And I found that it's not, immediate, but it's over time, right? So longevity.
Okay.
The longer you use the everyday products that you have that have chemical preservatives, that's what's absorbed into your bloodstream.
Okay.
So with that, I'm like, no way. Like, I have to have a solution to this. Like,
I have
to save the world.
Hey, man, be the change you want to see.
Yeah, I have to save the world.
inspiration.
I had to put the cape on, right? This is my origin
Somebody's got to do it.
Exactly. So
why not you?
I said, I will definitely do this.
Okay.
So I committed and I just began making products. Like, I did some research. I figured out, what was some of the, everyday products we use, right? So that's lotions and like toothpaste and like all-purpose cleaners, all that good stuff. And I said, okay, so how can I tailor this to what I'm interested in, right? Beauty. So it first started off as the Essential Beauty Supplier, and that's what it was called.
That was the name.
That was the original name. And I was like, yeah, essential beauty supplier. I can have like all these cute skincare products like face oils, body butters. And at that time, like I was thinking beauty, like, so I was thinking like lashes and extra stuff like that. But I'm like, no.
Oh, that's extras.
Yeah, that was very extra. Like, I'm like, girl,
Okay.
but I was taking the beauty route at the first go around. So
Right, that's not necessarily. I mean, that is. Wait, so does lashes? Is that getting into your bloodstream too, or
that's a good
is it just
question.
like creams and ointments and stuff?
I feel like the glue is probably something
Okay.
you want to be careful with, right? Some people have like breakouts and stuff or allergies, but
Yeah.
yeah, like I didn't do any research on lashes, but I did think like, okay, maybe that's going a little too far. So I came back down because when it comes to having a business, right, you have to be niched. I'm screaming at this dolphin right now. But anyway, yes, I was like, I have to be niched. So I ran my business for a while on campus, and it was doing really good. Like, sales were good. But I feel like as a designer, so I'm a professional designer, I was
what does that mean? Like,
I'm a UX UI designer. So I do user experience, user interface design.
see, when you said
user
designer,
research.
I'm thinking this whole time we got like someone that makes garments.
Oh,
Shout out that word garment, from
Shout
a
out to
few
the garment market.
spotlights
Yeah.
a while.
Shout out to designers.
A while ago. Okay, so this is like coding, engineering,
Yeah.
kind of nerdy
Tech-
stuff.
Tech stuff.
All
Yeah,
right,
nerd
got,
stuff.
Got some dweebs in the
Call me a
building.
nerd. I love to be one.
Yeah. Understood.
So from there, right, like I was like, I have to narrow this down. I have to be able to communicate my brand, more effectively for people to understand what's going on here. So I changed the business name in 2022, and I was able to, just communicate with my audience in a way that they would understand. So I changed the name to Alive Essentials because I thought, like, you know what? All my products are made with natural ingredients. They're alive. They're life-giving.
Okay.
And so, yeah, that's Alive Essentials. These are the essential products that a person would need in life. And so that's how I came about the name, the rebrand name.
How do you, forgive me for interrupting, but one, were you not scared to just kind of dive into something that's consumed in it? Because, you consume all this information, like, okay, this goes straight to your bloodstream.
Yeah.
You just were like, yeah, let's just figure out some ingredients, and if it goes into, you just were like confident that it was going to be beneficial, or because you could have jacked somebody's bloodstream
That's
up,
true. That's
like
true. I could've
people's blood
I
types,
could've clogged their
AB
pores.
might
Exactly.
pores just backed up.
Very much.
That could have been on you.
Very much, yeah. That's why you need a lawyer. But I will say, like,
Insurance.
right, insurance, lawyers, all of that good stuff. But no, like I said, I spent the summer doing research. So I had to know.
Oh my God.
I promise I wasn't coloring that hard.
Hey, man. White crayon just folded.
She's done. She's exited chat.
Happy Juneteenth.
Right,
On June
it's Juneteenth.
freaking teen. For anyone that wants to update, because
Listen.
it's not gonna focus, right? But we'll get a good shot of it
Black
later.
Power.
Crazy. You gotta believe that.
Yes.
We might
Oh,
actually.
gosh. So yeah, like I wasn't afraid, right? Like I did my research. I've studied. I've tested products on myself, right? We're animal cruelty free. So
Okay.
make sure you know that. But yeah, I just feel like I tested, I researched, and so I knew what I was doing. I knew that, these products are sustainable for the rest of your life because these are natural products that come from the earth, right? We don't really need much.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's really my angle. Like, we don't need much in this life,
What,
right? We can take
what
the
do
natural
we need
ingredient.
then? Like, what would you say is kind of like the essential?
Yeah. I would say everything that we need is everything that exists here on its own, right? The trees,
God
the water,
created.
the fruits, the veggies, right? The shea nuts, the cocoa beans.
Oh, okay.
We need all
these
the
are some real ingredients that you're beginning to list here.
Yeah, I'm starting to name the ingredients, right? But we need those basic things. We don't need peptides and like can we just use the natural ingredients that God gave us?
Is there a reason why these types of ingredients are so heavily in like the bad, I don't know, like the bad products or like the artificial kind of chemically made products? Like, is there purpose in some? I understand that we don't need the peptides, but like, why would they put them in that kind of stuff?
So
Is
I
it
feel like a lot of this stuff is enhancements, and no
Enhancements,
shade,
okay.
no shade to the chemical products, right? Because chemical products have saved some people's lives. Like the dermatologists and like all the people that's in the beauty industry, they have saved some people's acne and did their big one for them.
Okay.
But for me, like I just feel like I don't need all of that, and my target audience doesn't either. They don't prefer it either. They want clean skincare. They want something that's natural and organic. But I will say, like I said, I think it's all for enhancements, right? So using peptides and using just different ingredients can help enhance some of your features, right? Like they say, oh, this can tighten your skin, or oh, this can plump your lips. Like people just want enhancements, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like that's why they get Botox. That's why they get
Go straight
whatever
to
they
Botox.
get, right?
That's what I always say.
I feel like we're more on the natural ends. Yeah, we're more on the natural end, so we don't need those enhancements because everything that the earth gave us is an enhancement naturally. So.
Yeah, sorry, I'm listening. I just don't know what a lobster head looks like, so I just need to do some quick research.
Just think of Larry, the lobster.
Yeah, I thought that's what I was going for, and I thought that was enough to carry me, and that's not.
And it wasn't.
It's failing me right now.
As a matter of fact, my imagination is not active.
This is gonna pull up the most realistic, like real looking lobster, and it's not. I need to look up cartoon lobster. Yeah. But yeah, in that same vein, I've always been. I really do appreciate that you're taking a much more natural route. I feel like I have always been more of like a holistic consumer when it comes to all types of stuff.
Shopper.
That too, yeah. When it comes to things related to what I ingest, and I guess I didn't know that creams were actually going inside me. Yeah. I guess we're still talking about ingestion here.
Yeah.
So that being said. I went through a whole phase, right? This is me being transparent. I'm not embarrassed.
A moment of transparency.
I went through a phase where I was just really deep into skincare actually for a little while. I was in my Lush bag, right?
Hygiene is important.
Going to Lush. This is not sponsored.
Oh wait, the bath bomb place.
Yes,
okay.
Right. But they got tons of other stuff in there, right? They got
lip
scrubs. See, lip scrubs and like moisturizers and all types of stuff made with oatmeals and blah blah blah.
But cute. Okay.
Yeah. So and it was just like. I don't know. I think my sister was gifted something one year, and I was like, "Wait a second, this feels a little nice." Like,
I don't like that.
It's kind of expensive though. But anyway, so that being said, like, what is your just perspective of sort of men when it comes to like skincare? And sure, we can probably all agree that it's good to have a routine of some sort. It's good to it's just a matter of hygiene. But what is that spectrum in your opinion? Is there like a okay, you're kind of doing a lot. Like, listen, you got 12 steps.
Now he exfoliated.
You got 12 steps. Why you got more steps than me? Like what is your perspective when it comes to that? In terms of like the men's side of things.
Yeah, I love this question a lot because I feel like we should delete the stigma around skincare in men, right? Like, why does it have to be a girl thing just because the beauty industry is booming and women are the natural consumers of? But to answer your question, I feel like I love when a man has a good skincare routine. If we're just going like opinion based.
Yeah.
But health wise, I do think that everyone should take care of their skin, right? Children, men, women, everyone should have a routine of something or some sort to have, just that rich, hydrated skin. I mean, who wants to be ashy? No one should be ashy. Right, so
Arlaya for president. No one should be ashy. We vote her in. There will never be an ashy elbow in this country.
Ever again. No ashy kneecaps. No elbows. None of that. But
it'd be hard to get the feet sometimes, though. Sometimes
you gotta get the toes.
That's a lot of effort.
It's just the same as washing your feet in the shower. Like, get them feet for real.
That is crazy that some people are like, oh, it just happens naturally.
It just,
like,
the
you
water
don't have
just
to scrub
washes
your feet.
on it.
Yeah, it's just gravity. No, yeah, wash your feet. Wash your feet.
Please wash your feet.
I do wish lotion worked that way.
Clean behind your ears and wash your feet.
Yeah.
But I just feel like. So I was on a date one day, and this guy was just like sharing, like, I exfoliate, I do this, like, I have these steps, and I'm like, I'm pleased to hear that. That shows you have really good hygiene. So I don't know, like, I feel like skincare is caring for your skin, which means you care for yourself. You care about the maintenance to keep up yourself, right? Like, you want to have skin that's elastic and stretchy, right? You don't want to have dry, brittle skin, right? Like, that just shows that you're just not caring for yourself. So overall, like, I do think that, men, they should have a routine of some sort, whether it's just like I'm cleansing and I'm hydrating, right? At the bare minimum. Wash your face.
Well, two-step, three-step joint, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Have a cleanser. Have a daily moisturizer.
And if you want to get fancy, get the toner out, get something, just sprinkle in a couple more steps. If you
do a mask.
Do
a mask.
Do a mask. Do a hydro. Man, the charcoal, what else we got in here?
Come on.
Is the hydrochloric acid, is that?
Hyaluronic acid.
That's what we said. That's it, right. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. It's
Oh, that's
really good.
That's from the earth.
Hyaluronic is.
Hydraulic.
Oh well, not hydraulics. No hyaluronic acid. I mean, I don't know what they're doing with all of that. I'm gonna be for real with you, but it's good. Hey, use it. Like I said, chemicals.
She does
sometimes help
know.
people.
She just, she's done her
Use-
research.
yeah.
Don't let this,
She's done her research
affect
on
her
her
credibility.
products.
Right. She
On
knows.
her
She
products.
knows what she's talking about. Okay,
Right.
you just got to clear that up.
I do competitors analysis too, though.
You do who?
Competitors analysis, right? So I'm studying other brand stuff too. Yeah.
How does one study other brands? Is that like you test it on
Yeah.
yourself?
So shopping,
Okay.
trying samples at Sephora and Ulta. You can just try anything there.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, I tried this moisturizer. Oh, my skin is like kind of dry after 5 minutes. Like I would never buy this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So testing out their products.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't like dry
reading their
skin.
ingredients. I'm looking like there's ingredients that I can't even pronounce here.
Wow.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
need that much. Yeah.
So kind of flipping back to the kind of guys, needing some steps. Do
Yeah.
you have any particular products right now that are catered towards? I know you mentioned quite a bit about your target audience earlier.
Yeah.
So would we be outside of that particular audience?
No,
Okay,
absolutely not. So my skincare products aren't like, I don't sell cleansers. I don't sell face masks. I don't do any of that. I sell body butters. So it's a body cream that I have. Face oils, right, which are good for hydration overnight as well. So vitamin E face oils. Virgin marula oil. So I get this oil.
Virgin marula.
Virgin marula oil.
Okay.
It is sourced directly from Namibia, South Africa. It's a fruit extracted oil. So it comes right from a tree. It does have tree nuts in it, which I'm allergic to. But yeah, like it's a really great oil that has fatty acids and amino acids. So like you said, the question to answer, but to answer your question, like I would recommend for men, my brand, using like the vitamin E oil and like the body butter for sure. Virgin marula oil, if you want to glow, like as a man, if you want your face to glow, get that too. But definitely the body butter is like universal. So children can use it, women can use it. I've had friends that use that and did a twist out with it because its natural ingredients is coconut oil, shea nut, cocoa bean, like it's natural oils like jojoba oil or not jojoba oil, excuse me, I'm sorry. I meant to say avocado oil and sunflower oil. Yes, and safflower.
Might have to bleep that one out.
We're going to have to bleep that out because we're using jojoba oil in our hair. But this is an update. The sun is not that cute, but she's a sun.
It's a sun. Very identifiable sun. I threw a lobster. I'm going to have to get a different shot of this. I threw a lobster on there. But okay, one more question before I tag out.
No way.
I guess I'm coming from the male perspective, the male gaze today.
Yeah.
So one of the things that is very just dastardly about most, well, not most, but a lot of male skin related or like body care products is the multitasking product, right? Like there's a lot of like, you go through the aisle, it's 24 in 1. You could
like
wash the toilet. This is for your hair. You can clean rust off the freaking off your carburetor. You can wash your teeth with it. Like what is there any like actual real product that could be created naturally that would actually effectively do all those things? Obviously not, we're exaggerating, but like it can shampoo and condition, or it can, exfoliate and I don't know what other verbs related to.
Doing the most, right? That's the problem with the skincare industry right now. It's doing too much. But I will say yes. I will say there are some natural ingredients that are multi-use, right? So when I say this, I'm talking specifically for essential oils, like the tea tree oil, peppermint oil, any other essential oils. But tea tree oil, she's very multi-use, right? Like if you have some acne, you can dilute that, take care of that. You have some redness, you can take that. Yeah.
I thought acne was like largely came from oil. Is that not like built up like oily skin and dirt and stuff?
Some of the oils work like an astringent though.
Okay.
Right? Like
astringent.
Tea tree oil.
Look that word up.
Please do.
Yeah.
That's what we use witch hazel for. That's a natural astringent. But I would say like tea tree oil does a great job with minimizing acne, reducing redness. I wouldn't use it as a hydrator because it's a dry oil and it's just, that's not hydration. You're gonna have
oils exist.
You're gonna have an ashy face.
Ashy face.
But dilute it with water, please do, because you could break out. Like tea tree oil is a very strong, potent oil. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so definitely dilute that with a lot of water. But yeah, I think that's something that's multi-use. But honestly, like I was listening to a podcast the other day, and like they were just going
Not to be named because they're not better than us.
Not to be named. Not to be named, but it was, it's a pretty good podcast. I will say,
Cutting that out.
I mean, but this is an amazing podcast. Matter of fact, leave.
It was a pleasure, like throw the picture away. Right. You almost made it.
Throw the mask away.
Hey, we never threw a guest out, but hey, it's the first time for everything.
It's the first time for everything. Yeah. No, but like on that podcast, like they were talking about like the all day deodorant. And this was like, why don't you just take a shower? Yeah. Why do you need an all day deodorant? Like a full body deodorant? What are we doing here?
Oh, full body.
It's a full body deodorant that they're marketing right now.
Okay.
And it's just like,
people got a lot of crevices, I guess. There's a lot of folds in some people's bodies. I understand. I'd rather them at least
it stresses me out.
Maybe I don't know. I'm not gonna defend it.
It's just like
they're not paying me.
what preservatives are in there, and also why don't you? Let's just take a shower.
It's extra aluminum for sure.
Let's take another shower for the day.
Hey, that's the moral of the story. That's my time. Take a shower. We gonna. I'll get a separate shot of my particular addition to the picture, and I don't know who's next. So yeah.
Z-Breeze tagging in, also known as Zach.
What's good, Zach?
This episode I really needed. I ain't gonna lie, because I've been breaking all your cardinal rules. Everything I've been hearing over here, I'm in there whispering in their ear like, man, I don't do none of these things.
Oh
I
no!
just feel like I'm the traditional like. What's it called? Hypermasculinity. Like, this is crazy. Like, I ain't never had to think about this before.
Girl, bye immediately.
Like, I've been trying to work on it probably since like 18, 17. I feel like that's when I was like, okay, I need to get on that wave. But then it's like, my first question would be, as a man who isn't well versed in this area of health, like, what would be the starting point for that? Because like I hear the word toner or cleanser all the time, but it's like still like that's not enough information.
Exactly. I feel like, okay, so I'm going to give you a recommendation of what you should start with since you're new here.
Mm-hmm. It's my first day.
Yeah, he's new here. I would say definitely a cleanser and a daily moisturizer, right? And then I would also say an astringent because... Witch hazel. Right. Yes, he was listening. So I would definitely recommend just those three things to start with. You can have a cleanser that's also like an exfoliator at the same time, or you can just buy an exfoliator. I use an exfoliator, but I don't like to use it every day because I notice that my skin is like more oily when I use an exfoliator. An exfoliator is just something that really gets in the pores, gets that dead skin. So I just wanted to let you know what that is before we even keep saying that word.
Okay.
But yeah, a cleanser is just like a
Treat
daily
like
face.
a 6-year-old.
Exactly, right? So I would definitely say using a cleanser, right? A daily cleanser is a daily face wash. Mm-hmm. So you want to do that morning and night. That's what I do to keep my skin clean because, you know,
like
you
flossing.
sweat throughout the day. Exactly. Brush your teeth. So it's the same thing. So I would definitely say like making sure that you are cleansing daily, right? To get that crust off your face and out your eyes and all that good stuff. Just having clean skin. And then, as well. What else? Oh yeah, daily moisturizer. So I would definitely have one to hydrate my skin, right? So after some cleansers, your skin could become dry, but also you want your skin to have that elasticity in there after you wash your face.
Right, because we getting older. Like you gotta. You
don't want wrinkles.
You don't get no.
You don't want fine lines. You don't want wrinkles, and you don't want to get Botox. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I would definitely say those three things are good to start with for sure.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna rewatch this a couple times to really just soak in all the information, like the hyaluronic acid in your skin, or the marula oil, better yet.
Yeah, the marula oil, that vitamin E oil.
Yeah, you know I said, hey, I'm taking notes, man.
That tea tree.
Facts. So, how have you politely coached somebody or brought to somebody's attention their lack of skincare or any area of health if you've had to address it to somebody?
That's a good question. I like that a lot. I feel like I hate to be stereotypical, but it was to a guy, right?
Gotta be.
It's just like, yeah, I will see like someone have a bunch of like buildup on their nose, right? So that could be whiteheads.
Okay.
And I'm just like, please get that. Or dry skin on your face, right? I'm like, oh, do you need some moisturizer? Politely though, I would just say,
What's the politest way to say it? Because we was talking about like if
Yeah.
somebody breath stink on the episode.
Yeah.
There's really no nice way to
there's
say
no
that.
way to say it. Well,
So
do you
I
want
get-
some gum? That's a nice way, right? But okay, let's go
No,
back to the
it
question.
hurt just as much.
Right, it does. They're like, do I need gum? But I would say a polite way. I've done that before. Was just like, would you like to use my moisturizer? Like, would you like some of this? Or try this, right? I'm more so like asking a question or offering, right? So I would definitely do that. And same thing with like the pore buildup, right? With the whiteheads. I'm like, let's do this charcoal mask together. But if we're out in public, I really just don't know what to say. It's ruined now. Like, you're out in public. Like, what do I say here? There's nothing you can do at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Ben stole all the Genesis questions and stuff.
I mean, I can still. There was one thing I wanted to touch on with the Genesis.
Okay.
I done broke this again, y'all. Like, I'm done using the same one, the white crayon. I'm done using the white crayon. Yeah, it's really Juneteenth for real. So, yeah.
Trying to make a bold statement.
Black don't crack. So, you know. But yeah, so to add to my Genesis story, I did talk a lot about how, you know, I pull ingredients from the earth, right? So it's very earth friendly, but we're also earth conscious. So a lot of the ingredients we pull from the earth, we also pour back into it. And what I mean by that is we volunteer with tree nurseries. We donate to carbon emissions.
Tree nurseries.
Arboretum Detroit. We've planted trees. We cleaned up the weeds. Yeah, we do a lot of that stuff. And then I've donated to, I've donated to skin cancer funds, skin disease funds. We contribute earnings from each order that we make to reducing carbon emissions with Stripe. So there's a lot that we're doing to give back to the earth as we take from it, for sure.
So is a tree nursery, was that common knowledge to you before you got this deep in the game?
Actually, no. I've never knew what that was until
How did that
I
get
entered this
brought?
round. So I was at work one day, and this is the status update for my picture. The clouds are just not coming together, but it's okay.
That white crayon.
It's that white crayon. JK.
That
Love it.
Doodle Bob coming in strong, ready to erase all that gang activity.
Right,
man.
me going, hoing, moing, moing. Yeah. He was a menace. But I didn't know a lot about tree nurseries.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about tree nurseries, actually. I was at work one day, and this was probably like a year or two ago. And I was talking to my colleague about my business and everything, and I think they were talking about gardens, and we were just about nature. And then it just came up in conversation. She was like, oh, like I have a friend that, you know, runs a tree nursery, and showed me the website. I reached out to them for a partnership and said I would love to host like a volunteer session for, you know, your circle forest and your community garden. So that's how that came about.
So is it really just like a field of trees? I can't even know what's a picture.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say a field of trees. It's more so like a green space,
Okay.
a forest. So they have two places. They have a forest. It's called Circle Forest. And there's just like a bunch of trees and like the trail, a little pathway. And then the nursery, which is like the little garden, is like, you know, rows of different trees and different plants. So they have like elderberry bushes and different things like that. And they were giving some away for free. So
Okay, that's lit. When did you first know that you wanted to start a business, or what was like that business mindset? Where do you think that stemmed from?
oh my gosh. Yeah, I think it stemmed from a very early age. I feel like when I was
Lemonade
young,
stand, kind of.
no. I would say like from an engineering standpoint.
Okay.
Like I used to love when my toys would break because I knew I could fix them. I would be like, I'm about to put this thing back together. Like it made me very excited. I'm like, this Barbie leg fell off. Let me watch me put it back on. Like that was my jam.
Okay.
So I definitely enjoyed like fixing things, putting things together, and I think that's why I like to cook as well. But yeah, it started from there, and at a young age, I did start, I think this was in high school maybe. I had like a little sunglass line, like, and I was like selling sunglasses.
What
and
year
things
of high
like
school?
That. I would say maybe like 10th
Okay.
grade, maybe. Yeah, but I did it with a friend, and we were like doing pop-up shops and everything, and we were making money.
That's
we
what's
were,
up.
Yeah, we were on socials, like we were on Twitter and everything at the time, and it was pretty cool. But I feel like yeah, I feel like the builder in me, the maker, the designer in me definitely was like always destined to have something of my own that I can make, but also profit because I was always like a hustler. So that, like the maker, builder slash creator in me, plus the hustler, just came into collaboration, and that's how we came here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we got here.
Okay. And then what you always just having such this executive kind of just like ambition level. It's like, how have you dealt with, I guess, authority or previous jobs, like having somebody ahead of you? Like, how does that work for you, given that you feel like you know the best way to do everything?
I feel like it's hard, and that's why I'm like, I want to be an entrepreneur for a living. I feel like it's when you are, like, when you have your own business, and also, like, when you're just a creator, it's kind of hard to follow people's rules and guidelines in general, right? Like, you're a creator, so you want to fly off the coattail of your own seat, if that's how you say it.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
understand
like
that
you want
reference.
to, yeah, like you just want to do your jam. And so I think as a creator working in a space, I'm going to respect your business because I'm also a business founder. So I know it's a job to be done. I'm going to respect you and your policies, but will I be internally happy, right? Probably not. So I'm actually walking away from the corporate world. Next month is my last month.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's your form of
you.
self-care?
Yeah.
Because I know it's killing you. I don't even know where you work,
I'm
but I
just
can
like, what do
imagine.
I do every day? Of course, I'm going to pour into my business. But I'm just like, that's going to be a whole different level of myself. Like, I'm probably going to be extra happy. Yeah. So I'm excited to be moving forward and, just scaling my business, but also living this life in the present moment. I have more time for self-care for sure.
Okay. This boy fire, huh?
Me hoy, moi noi, me noi.
Yes, sir.
SpongeBob.
He finna erase these niggas.
Yeah. That's so good. That's so good.
What he say?
He said, that's my first time seeing the image. I don't know what I'm going to ask.
Yeah, facts, bro. This boy is exquisite. This is premium entertainment
Said,
right here.
oh no, the anxiety furthers. I think I'm done. Like, I don't know what else to
You
add.
can put like a cow in front
Oh,
of
the
that.
koala. A cow.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna get rid of the colors from
No
under.
white crayon.
Hey.
I'm going to
Peel
do the
this boy
koala.
back.
I'm going to do the koala.
Okay. Other forms of health.
Yeah.
So say if it wasn't skincare, what else do you think it would be that you would have channeled that energy to? Just as far as your own personal health, not necessarily the world.
Wow. As a business venture?
Yeah, I mean, if that works for you, if you could think of one that you would legitimately try.
Okay. And what's the other option?
Just in your personal life, which like part of health holds that second spot?
Oh my gosh. No, I think therapy holds a strong spot in there for sure.
Go on.
I go to therapy, so I'm like, yeah, I think therapy is definitely my strongest skincare outlet. I mean, not skincare, self-care outlet.
Okay.
Yeah, self-care, health-wise, yeah, I have to go to therapy. Honestly, I take the tools and, I can apply them, but yeah, it's times where I'm like, oh my gosh, this was such a rough day, and I'll end up looking at my schedule like, I have therapy today. I'm glad that I do because I can really get this out to someone that will understand and also give me tools to help me grow. So
Where does
definitely therapy.
pickleball range in this list of activities and things?
I like pickleball. I would say she would come maybe like fourth.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, no, running. I like to run. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You must have some great form because at this point at 26, I ain't got no more Achilles left, no more knees. Like it's all gone.
You
out
gotta
the window.
stretch, my brother.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta
facts.
stretch.
Coaches used to just be like, "Hey, you stretch on your own time. We in here now."
Oh no.
So then it's like you got out of school at 3:15. It's 3:30. You just walked into the athletic wing.
Yeah, stretching is so important at this age, right? Like we have to make sure that we're doing that because those joints,
Range of motion.
listen, you want to be able to stand up when you're 60, so
Facts.
60 isn't old though, so.
It's
And
a- it's
old
a
isn't
mi-
old. Old is a state of mind, so.
So you feel like with this current routine you have, you think that you're gonna be limber, capable, moving good?
Yeah, I think I want to be vegan or vegetarian one of the two. I know vegan is not wearing, any clothing or anything that's, related to animals, but vegetarian by 40 because I think.
Why not sooner?
Why not sooner?
What do you like the most?
I feel like my biggest thing is I need to get my fiber and my protein down really well before I completely cancel out on the meat because I went chickenless for a year and I lost so much weight. Okay. So I'm like, I need to make sure that I have rich protein and everything in order before I do that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, John, I'm tagging you in, bro. I'm out here. She finna suplex me. I need reinforcements.
Help me.
We were talking about the Don Toliver.
Oh, yeah.
Knew Don Toliver before.
Love Don.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Don, man.
Mr. Womack.
Mr. Womack, man. I'm telling you, off one Travis Scott feature, man, I was a fan. I was like, yeah,
you said it's up.
He's good, man. He gave me real similar vibes to low key some of the first couple Travis stuff I heard. At least off that feature. It felt real reminiscent of that, and I was like, yeah, he's pretty
solid.
He's pretty sauced up. But
very much.
In the spirit of talking about self-care, is there a song, not just from the Don, but in particular that, you know what I'm saying, puts you in a good mood, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like there's not even just songs, but albums, right, that have
playlists, you know what I'm saying?
Playlists. I have so many. I would say, yeah, there's projects that's got me through breakups that makes me feel, that calms my anxiety. I listen to frequencies, right? So even on Apple Music, I listen to this frequency playlist. It's 458 hertz. So
I was hearing about that in the pandemic. A lot of that. I can't remember the exact hertz, but I was hearing a lot about certain frequencies can really heighten your mood and
rain sounds, all of that.
I do like to sleep with
white noise, brown noise,
with some rain sounds for sure.
Love it. So yeah, I would say there's one particular artist. I love instruments. So I listen to French Kiwi Juice. He's an artist. That's his stage name.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, it's different. So they call him FKJ. I think that was my first solo concert too that I went to. But yeah, he's just an incredible artist. He's a multi-instrumentalist. And yeah, I pretty much listen to that for self-care. But also just different artists. Sometimes it doesn't have to just be instruments. It can be Anderson .Paak. I know you've heard that new No Worries and Anderson .Paak.
Come on, man. I definitely heard that.
So good.
It's so good.
I think my favorite on there is Where Do I Go From Here? I think is Where Do I Go? That was fire. Very fire.
With Mr. October London.
Yes.
I hear that one song of his on the radio all the time, bro.
So good. I just love old school music. So that's also soothing for me too. Old school music is soothing. Instruments, they're soothing. Yeah.
I was telling my friends recently, I just got a newer car, and this one has Bluetooth enabled type stuff. I was feeling real good.
Yeah,
you know
what I'm saying? Yeah.
And it it starts on the radio every time I cut the car on.
Same.
And I never used to, my old car, I never used to listen to the radio. I was always on aux every time. But as of late, I've really been tapped in with the radio, and 92.3, shout out them, man.
Okay.
I've been listening to so much of it. A lot of Luther Vandross, Anita Baker,
come on.
a lot of stuff. Stevie Wonder, he played Ribbon in the Sky a week
Stevie.
ago. I was gonna say Stevie Wonder would probably be mine, for sure.
What's your top one song?
Rocket Love.
Okay.
Off Hotter Than July.
Nice. I love My Charity Amore.
Yeah. That's another.
Come on.
I'm gonna give you a high five for that one. Come on, man.
La.
I used to listen to that
Very
song
much.
a lot in high school. I remember, man. I
Yes.
used to really like that song.
Do you like Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Yeah.
I love them real
Real
bad.
solid too.
Love them real bad.
All of that, man.
You like Sade? I know it's
That was my old car's name.
Okay.
Sade.
Come on.
It was.
Okay.
It was, man.
Love it.
For sure. Yeah, man. No, that's exactly, because I definitely, for me, I listen to quite a bit of music as some self-care. You know what I'm saying? If I'm needing to just feel more at ease, if I need to get hyped up for some, if I'm just feeling down and I need to hear a sad song to make me feel even worse, you know what I'm saying?
If I'm
Because people
feeling-
always say that, why you always listening to sad songs
You gotta
when
feel
you're
those
sad?
emotions.
You know,
Yeah. All
that's
the way
fair.
through. You gotta see it through.
No, right.
Yeah, I feel like even when I feel like I'm in a rage mood, I'm listening to rock. I'm doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There was a few rock bands I used to listen to At this point, I can't remember their names, but I remember the song name.
Mm-hmm.
Very just strong hardcore rock.
I feel
don't
that.
do it as much anymore because I'm like in my soft, slow era.
Like some oldies.
I'm like, let me calm down a bit. But
Yeah.
rage used to be a thing.
I had a friend in high school who I actually ran like cross country with. His name was Jacob.
Yeah.
And we used to like ride the bus together too. I think his house was not super far like from mine, but he had this iPod full of a ton of rock music, like
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff I couldn't even remember. I couldn't even tell you to this day.
My boy was like,
and
I
would
need it.
and I would be like listening with him, whatever, telling him, man, like this is so good. I think at first when we first like kind of linked up, he was kind of like, all right, bro, like you're just, you know what I mean. But we was really, I was like, you gotta send me like some playlist or something, man. You gotta send me some of that. So I definitely feel
So
that.
this actually eats.
No, exactly, man.
And didn't even know it.
I had no idea, you know. So I totally feel that too. Let me see. You were talking about cooking as well. Yeah. And actually,
Foodie.
man, I be trying to cook over here for sure, man.
Okay.
Trying to save some cheese, you know what I'm saying?
Feel that for
You know,
sure.
because every time you go see parents or something, they're like, what's the last thing you made? Or what's something that you... And I'll be like, I can't tell them about that. Dash pass, you know what I'm saying? I'm in here going crazy.
Oh my gosh.
You know
a
what I
dash
mean?
pass? Is that like DoorDash?
So it basically takes out the delivery fee and some of the fees and stuff. So you can get stuff a lot cheaper. Because, you know, you order something on DoorDash.
It's like
$60.
$60.
It's $60. So
Yeah.
now it's more like a 30 or so, you know what I
that's
mean?
good. Okay.
But it's through my job or whatever. But
then it's like adding that tip. There you go again.
exactly. And
Back
every
to
time I
60.
talk with coworkers, they're like, bro, this is like the worst thing they could have offered us. I feel like I'm using it. And I was like, see? I'm saying, let me bring out these pots and pans.
For real though, like, okay, so I love to dine out. I am that girl. Like, I'm going to record the content when I go out. I'm going to eat good. I'm going to go for the aesthetics, and I want the food to be good.
Exactly.
But I'm like, okay, can I make this at home? So I will try to, like, you know, imitate certain dishes that I like outside. Now, I only eat chicken, fish, and turkey.
Okay.
And I eat lamb, like, maybe a couple times a year. So, like, there's lamb chops I like at certain places. And I'm like, nah, that's one thing I can't make at home. I'm not about to play around with that
Nah, I feel
raw
that.
meat. Like, I'm not doing that. But anything else, yeah, I'm like, okay, let me try this at home. Because we can pay for the groceries, right? It's not going to be as expensive. And we can make this ourselves.
Exactly. Nah, and for the price and stuff too, you honestly
Yeah.
can, you know, depending on where you're going, where you're getting your produce or certain things like that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You can get it a lot cheaper.
And then you're able to control what's around your food, what's going in it, right? Like, I mean, I'm a girly with allergies. So, like, there's a lot that I can't have, like soy and tree nuts.
Okay.
Right? And, you know, I mean, I can ask for those mods, but I can control what's going on in my kitchen, right? Like, because someone may say, oh, yeah, we didn't put that in there, but who's to say you really didn't put that in there?
I was
you cook
thinking
the same fish oil.
I was thinking
Like,
not too long ago. I was like, we put a lot of blind faith into like restaurants and places where we can't even see
lot
that
of
the food is
trust.
being prepared. Like, there's a lot of. I be thinking sometimes. I'm like, there's a lot of places I go and eat. I don't even consider like what's even going on with the food like before it comes to me. Did they drop this whole thing and just say, you know,
let's slide it back on there.
you know what I
Did
mean?
he touch it with his bare hands after he scratched his hair?
Exactly.
Like,
You know what
I
I'm
just
saying?
can't fathom.
Dirty
Yeah.
fingernails.
Yeah.
You know
Oh
what
my
I mean?
goodness. Yeah. And
man, you have no
I
idea.
Listen,
So.
I got to a place where I'm like, are y'all really washing these dishes? So I used to, like, I was in a place, I think this was like after the pandemic. First of all, I can be a germaphobe sometimes. But, like,
I mean,
there
more
was-
people. I mean, given the pandemic, more people should probably.
They should definitely be.
You know, so be way more conscious.
But, like, I was at the restaurant asking for plasticware. I'm like, I don't want anything. I don't want to eat off a fork that y'all half washed. So I was like, give me the plasticware. And at that point, just also give me my food in the to-go box because I just don't want to use y'all dishes. Like, I was at that point. I kind of calmed down a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. I don't give them as much blind faith as someone that's, like, not a foodie would.
And I'm saying, you said you be off the TikTok, so you already know all the spots and.
You know I
what I
know.
mean?
And the reels. I be making the reels. So.
What's like a underrated place that you
Underrated.
that you like that you feel like more people should be hip to?
I'm going to gatekeep it.
Oh, okay.
JK.
Oh man, you know what?
Matter of fact,
Last week they just closed down.
Right. Matter of fact, they don't even exist no more. They was only open that one day I ate there.
Like, huh? Like,
Yeah.
they don't even.
I feel like that's a good question. Well, This is how far I got, y'all. But I would say, wow, a place that I go to that should have more business or should be more, known.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really hard question because a lot of the places I go to are kind of popular. And now, like, I would say even some of the hidden gems have changed since the pandemic. So, yeah, it's a really hard question. This is the first question I haven't been able to answer.
Hey, man. I was saying you're a foodie, man. I'm trying to get some suggestions myself.
I mean, listen, I have a whole list I can share with you.
Okay,
that for sure can happen.
For sure.
But when it comes to, something that needs more exposure, I can't really call it.
Well, tell me then a favorite then of yours, or one that you're like, if you're having like a cheat day or something, you know what I'm saying? One you're just like, this is like my favorite spot, like I gotta go here.
I'm gonna go very basic. Since you said specifically cheat day, like, because this is something I'm not gonna eat all the time.
Exactly.
And also, to expound, like, if something is my favorite, I'm not gonna have it often.
Okay.
Like, I have a favorite ice cream from a favorite ice cream brand.
Okay.
I don't buy it because I'm like, it's not gonna be special anymore if I have easy access.
Exactly.
But I would say my cheat day place to go to is Popeyes. Like,
Really?
I love Popeyes. I do.
What you get?
That sandwich, duh.
The spicy chicken with like the jalapeno. Like, I love
You
Popeyes.
just get the bucket.
Like the little thing with the fries and the biscuit and the chicken in there. Like,
A little box,
yeah.
little box combo.
Yeah, the little
joint.
box combo.
Joint.
Gotta tap in with Popeyes. But I mean, I do like to eat at luxury restaurants too. So like, I have a few favorite that I like. But if we're talking cheat day, that's definitely one for sure.
Okay.
And then I mean, the Peach Cobbler Factory just came downtown Detroit. So
I did see that.
I
did see that.
Yeah, I like peach cobblers and stuff like that. I love sweets, but I don't indulge too much.
Are you
I don't
more
know
a
diabetes.
pie or a cake type person?
Cake pops and cupcakes are my world. And cookies. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. I love cupcakes though. Cupcakes are superior.
I remember when a kid would bring in like a cookie cake and for
On
like
their birthday.
elementary. I used to think that was such a like luxurious thing, bro. I used to
You
be
said
like,
that's
dang.
fire.
I'm like,
I used to
yeah,
think
a
the
cookie
same thing
and
too.
a cake. I'm like,
Yeah.
no. I'm like, no way, bro. I'm like, where'd you get that from?
Yeah,
bro?
I used to be the same way. I'm
I
like,
was
that's
like,
so
no
cool,
way.
a cookie cake.
And I swear it's probably people that were like, that's just some simple. You could go to Kroger
Right,
and
you
get
said
that, bro.
actually
But I was like,
anybody has
hey,
that.
I ain't never
Go to
had
your
that,
local
bro.
cookie shop, why don't you?
Don't even get me started on like an ice cream cake. I'm in here like,
Oh my good, them things are fire.
I'm like, this is just pure luxury, bro.
Yeah,
This is pure
so if you had
luxury.
to eat some cupcakes, what would be your cupcake flavor?
I feel like I'd be fluctuating. For a while, I was really into like red velvet for sure.
Okay.
I do like chocolate quite a
I'm
bit.
not a red velvet fan, but
It's that, man, that buttercream frosting, bro, or the cream cheese frosting that they use on
cream
is usually
cheese
pretty
frosting
good.
is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, so probably anything with that or like a buttercream, like even just a regular like vanilla or like a marble type where it's like the
Okay.
vanilla chocolate.
I'm gonna have to go like a Samoa cupcake. I
Oh,
love the
okay.
Samoa cookies. I need a Samoa cupcake. Or like,
You're not an almond joy, cuz, are you?
I'm not.
Okay.
But it tastes like a Samoa, so it's not that bad. But I'm not choosing to buy one, and I wouldn't.
I can
buy
respect
one.
that. I can respect that.
If someone hands me one and it's like the mini, I'll take the
Yeah,
mini.
you're like, okay,
not
I'll
the
take
full
it.
bar.
The
No,
little
I'm not.
Halloween joint.
Yeah, very much the trick or treat vibe.
Exactly.
But yeah, I would choose like a Samoa cupcake, or I would choose a strawberry vanilla vibe, right? So like something that has like strawberries.
Okay, I like a
vanilla.
strawberry shortcake as well.
Strawberry shortcake vibe, yeah.
Something like that. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just added some fish, colored it in
Okay,
a little
waves.
bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was trying to do a little water action. You know what I mean?
I clapped too soon, but it's okay. Y'all see these masks? Don't we look so cute? We're getting our self-care
danger- or
in. Yeah, cute or dangerous. Stay dangerous. So we're doing these masks in self-care honor, but I do have a question for the fellas. So,
I'm first because I got the mic.
yeah, very much that. So my question is, okay, have you ever heard of like the phrase of like, there will be signs to show that I've came into some wealth? Like there will be signs if I'm rich.
Yeah.
Okay. What are some signs to show that you are healing healthily or healthily? what are some signs that would show that you are healing in a healthy way?
Just in any facet of health?
Well, I would say like just like mental health though, right? So
Okay.
not like eating, but like more so like mental health.
Okay. I'm out in public a lot. If y'all really know me, I don't really go nowhere that I know a lot of people gonna be that I can run into. I'll be ducking the smoke. So if I'm healing healthily,
Okay.
I'm where y'all finna go tonight. I'm popping up more. I'm out and
Sweet.
about in like very high volume areas. I'm not intentionally not going there. What else? Shoot. In a committed relationship.
Okay.
Yeah. If that happens, that means you know, okay, he officially has eclipsed any baggage and whatnot.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah, I think that's good too.
I love that. I love that.
Word. I feel like I'm gonna take a page from your book. Maybe I'm sorry, this face mask is ridiculous. I think it's the lip part. You got me
It's just
going.
sliding down. Like it keeps sliding.
For me, maybe I'll be listening to those frequencies
Okay.
you're talking about, or maybe
158 hertz.
yeah,
Yes.
and trying more of those unconventional to me, ways to take care of your self care. So that's probably a good way. Try new stuff.
That's good. Pass the mic.
Let me see how I'm. Oh, my fault. I did have it. I was in podcast mode.
Yeah.
No doubt. How I signs that I'm healing healthfully. Probably just like. I probably say like energy, bruh. I be feeling like I be needing like 100 hours of sleep because I feel like my mind sometimes just be running 100 miles a minute. So I feel like if I'm feeling super like energized, super just like in it, like I know I'm feeling pretty good. And then I don't know. It might be, I guess, being out in the sun, like for real, just being outside, like in the
Yeah.
sun for real. I think like this season for sure, always be picking up my mood and how I'm feeling mentally. You know what I'm saying? Winter be totally like, I'd be like, man, I'd be out of it, but for
Okay.
sure, like I'd be feeling super good in the summertime.
Yeah, the sun is definitely, she's a good one.
For me, it's honestly like if you see stuff like this being put out into the world, to be honest,
Yeah.
this is very much so something that I think is, I don't know, like my most streamlined method of just doing things that are good for my mental health, like doing something that's new or a little bit different creatively. I think it's a beautiful thing that we have the podcast as a platform for us to be able to constantly do stuff like that. But even aside from that, if you see me, I don't know, just putting out like something really creative on our fitness page or doing something with like our gaming stuff on TikTok. Like if you see that like consistently, you see me kind of doing it in a way that is out of the ordinary and not just a matter of this is just how we do it on a consistent basis. Just know that that's really doing a lot for me
Yeah,
mentally
yeah.
and for my mental health as well. So
That's self-growth.
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and with that, we'll go ahead and wrap up. Wasn't that a beautiful way to wrap this one up? Oh, look at that. So, if that didn't make you like and subscribe, it's kind of no. But for real,
It
yeah,
should
no.
have.
That wasn't that wasn't
Yeah.
a guilt trip, but that is true. But we appreciate you pulling up on us, bringing us a
Yeah.
mask, educating us on quite a bit. You are mic'd up, so if you want to chime in on any of your socials, you want to plug anything as the
Yeah.
last little bit, go for it.
Follow Alive Essentials on the socials.
Yeah.
Alive, ALIVE.essentials. ESSENTIALS. That was a mouthful. However, spelling bee period. Yeah, follow me there, Alive Essentials. We have a website, aliveessential.com, and Arlaya, ARLAYA.MW on Instagram. You'll see all my socials from there, so tap in and lock in, okay? Follow your girl. I'll
There
follow
you go.
back.
CTAs, and of course, stay locked in with us too. This is one of the things that we've been saying is something cool that's on the way for the last couple of weeks. So here it is,
It's here.
and there's
It's
more
cool,
to
it's
come.
fun.
Already scheduled, already booked. Just stay tuned and stay healthy.
Heal.
I guess.
Yeah.
Stay healthy, stay healing,
Yeah.
stay growing.
Maybe run it back with your
okay?
own face mask.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
get one. This is only like $5 or $3 from Ulta.
Putting you on.
Yeah.
Not marketing for Ulta,
I was
but
just saying, not
just go get
sponsored.
one.
Yeah,
Not
not
sponsored.
sponsored.
Yeah.
Unless they want to pay
Just
us.
go get
I'm
one.
saying, if you're a Wholesome House fan, you got bread, so you good for it.
Period.
You dig? We out.
All right.
Bye.
Peace out.